Hello, everybody. We're back.
Hello, hello. Ooh, I like these
I
up
had
here.
to get my shipping done, and we had to use the money from PayPal to buy dinner tonight. So had to figure all that out, and then I was like, man, that was a lot of money just for shipping.
Holy crap. Lord. Yeah, I was doing a video for the Poshmark stuff. How to start
Huh?
the video for how to start your Poshmark.
Yeah, she can't get sound still.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she tried. So it might be canceled for tonight.
Uh,
Or we might just do it on my channel. I don't know how she wants to do it, if she wants to cancel or um if she just wants to do it on my channel.
yeah.
That'd be fine, but she might want to make it a thing of, just it being on her channel, which is fine too.
Yeah. I wonder if she could do it on her phone, maybe.
Maybe.
I have to check it out. See if maybe that won't work for the hour.
And yeah, and she'll just be sitting at her desk so she can she won't need it for pictures or anything.
Yeah.
So that might work.
Hopefully so.
Just working.
Yeah, I was doing those videos to do the how to start the Poshmark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, trying to work on those, but I sound horrible.
Oh no, you don't.
I was like, oh Lord, I need somebody else.
I don't like listening to myself either, but I mean it's like, I can only watch so much of our past videos because of that. I don't like hearing myself.
I know it's like, do I really sound like that?
And I get deja vu really bad too whenever I do that. It's like, but I know this is just a video, but come on now, you know,
I know, right?
it's awful. Oh, see, right now would be a great time for Todd to be on Poshmark because there's a bunch of makeup party. There's a makeup party right
I
now.
know, right? Oh, thank you, Karen. I hate the way I sound. I do.
Yeah, Craig says it's too bad Memorial Day is not an off day anymore. Well, you can make it an off day if you want to, but I I'm off today from my regular job, so I have to make the best of my hours.
Yeah, definitely.
I have to get some eBay's on some listings on eBay and my other platforms, and make sure that my links are in there, and that's one of the hardest things for me,
Yeah,
making sure my links are on there. Yep, can't afford to take the day off. List, ship, ship, ship.
that's it too.
Yeah, well, do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Oh my gosh,
Hmm.
you don't sound like a hillbilly. I have heard worse.
Oh, my.
You know,
Whatever.
don't don't let that stop you from making videos. If they don't want to watch, they can go fuck themselves.
Exactly.
That's the way I look at it.
Don't
I
like.
talk like a hillbilly most of the time too, and I'm living in Michigan, and I'm originally from California. So what's up with that?
If I'm really confused now.
My parents weren't cousins or anything, but yeah, I don't have I don't have very good grammar.
No, I don't either. Don't ask me to read nothing. You can forget it.
Yeah, you do sound like a cowboy.
Yeah, if you think he does, don't he?
Yeah, you sound more like a cowboy than you do hillbilly, actually,
Mm-hmm.
Mike. So don't let what people say affect you. I mean,
Shoot, if I did that, I'd never do anything in my life.
I know. And you know, people are gonna be like that because they just don't have lives, and they, you know, there's people that sit on news groups and stuff like that just to talk over politics and fight with other people about their views. And it's like, oh my gosh, they're putting so much time into these arguments when they
Mm.
could be doing something constructive with their life, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like how we resell and stuff, you know, we make our time, you know, our time is everything
Yeah.
as a reseller, you know?
Yeah, it really
Our
is.
time our time is money.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to make the best of it. And, you know, I just, you know, I wish that people wouldn't, you know, argue like that. And it's almost like they're just, you know, they're not even trying to prove their point. They're they're trying to say that they're right, but they're doing it very hatefully.
Yeah.
And that's mainly what I have a problem with, because that will not get you anywhere. And once you have that hate in your heart, it's like really hard to get rid of.
It really
And,
is.
and it like it can make you sick. It can make you physically sick.
There's too many people out in that world like that now anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That. I gotta get back into my my Poshmark.
You're what?
I was in the other Poshmark that
Oh,
they let me create for the video and for the kids' clothes. I was in it a few minutes ago.
I went in the bedroom and watched a little bit of Mamma Mia. I had the song stuck in my head, so I had to get that out. I had to sing along for a little bit. I love, sometimes like I just need to sing. And
Yeah.
I've been like that for the last couple of days. I'm just like, oh, I just want to sing different songs, you know? I get
Yeah.
songs stuck in my head and have to go watch some musicals and get it out.
Yeah, I just turned my radio on, and I've been like that the last few days because usually I'll just listen to TV or listen to somebody's YouTube channel, and it's like, nah, I just want music. I just need to jam out.
Right.
I work better that way.
Yeah.
I start watching the other YouTube channels, I get distracted. It's like, oh God.
Mm-hmm.
I get nothing done.
I like whenever I can work. If I can, you know, listen to, you know, your YouTube channel or whatever and still work, you know, not just have to stare at the screen because I want to, you know, I'm watching for something to happen, you know.
Waiting for it.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
It's the real Valerie. Yay.
Yay, Valerie has the mute lifted.
Yay.
The muted curse.
I don't know what happened, but
The curse to the muted Valerie.
We had to bail her out of mute jail.
So I guess you're gonna have your Poshmark party tonight, huh?
Hopefully.
Yay.
I don't want to get too happy and ruin it.
I know.
Posh pit. Get your posh pit done.
Yes.
Yeah, I sold a pair of boat shoes.
Good.
And I sold a pair of those Madden pumps.
Ooh.
The ones that are on my Poshmark.
Uh-huh.
I sold those. So I had to take them off the other day. But you know what? I need to go into my eBay and make sure that those boat shoots are off. Just to make sure, because you never know with Together.
Yeah.
You know.
I had a few that I had forgot that I had listed. I was like, dang, I gotta go back.
Yeah.
I don't
They're
know.
not. They're not in my unsold, so let's go look for them.
Well, I hope I sound better.
Huh?
I said I hope I sound better.
You need a miracle.
I need a
Oh,
miracle.
Sorry.
I had to find you some earbuds.
No, it's not. I don't think it has anything to do with her ear stuff. I think it's
No.
all her.
It's computer.
It's her fan.
Yeah, and it's the fan in the computer that's like causing all the static.
I don't know exactly where it is in the computer either.
That's weird.
And sometimes it's really light. Like sometimes it's like background noise almost. But then whenever you drop off or you mute yourself, it's like, oh my god,
Yeah, what a difference.
that was really loud. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm very
more
sorry, Michelle.
Okay, I'm more sorry than all of y'all. I mean, I just didn't know
Bless your heart.
this is going to be my legacy that I couldn't get until I have the funds to buy a new computer. This is going to be it, I guess.
I know.
So come on, sales.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
need a new computer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just found, I had seen this before. Minnie Mouse vintage adjustable ring. Little girl.
Hey there, Ansley.
For a thin woman.
Hi, Carol. Oh, that sucks that YouTube keeps buffering. I hate that. Let's see, boat.
I could just wear it on my pinky.
Good.
It's the only place it fits on me. Hello.
Wow. Now I can't find them. I don't know where they went. They disappeared. You're back in bed again, Carol?
Oh, Lord.
What do you think? This is a holiday or something? Hi, OJ.
Well, I'm glad you guys can hear me.
Yes, I'm glad we can hear you too.
At least I don't feel like the odd man out or woman out.
Oh my out.
So what magic trick did you use to create sound there?
I turned it on. That's all No, actually, well, that's a lie because I actually, when we got off of the first time, I turned my computer off and I left it off for a while. And so maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know.
Maybe it was just too hot or something, yeah.
I don't know because usually, it's not.
Yeah.
Usually I don't have it on early morning. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. But I'm embracing the moment.
Yeah.
All you can do, huh?
Well, I'm glad you're here, but I'm sorry that you're tired today. Maybe it's a good thing that you're staying in bed today.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll have to do something really important tomorrow or something. I have to do an inventory soon.
I know, Craig. He says can't take the day off. Can't afford to take the day off. Yeah, I get that. You're gonna have to do an inventory.
Yeah, because what the hell? That's on there too. I think I sold those.
I hate that when that happens. And then you're not sure, and then you're like, oh,
Yeah, and then I gotta go look.
did I sell them? Did I not? That's a bad thing, is you're dealing with so much inventory that sometimes even just an inquiry about a size or something, it sticks in your mind. You're thinking, I think I sold that.
Mm-hmm.
The hustle is real.
The boat shoes are not on here. So where did... Okay, so maybe somehow they got unlisted, but for some reason they were still on eCrater. That makes sense because eCrater doesn't know what the freak they have on eCrater most of the time, and I mean maybe they were on there from before, and now eBay doesn't have my listing, and oh my god, this is gonna drive me insane.
What?
Because I don't know where the freak it is.
Well, if you're having
not to cuss, I'm really mad right now.
If you're having that much trouble with eCrater, I would end my account there.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of crap.
I know. I mean, you hate to because...
I mean, yeah, because I like getting sales, but...
Right.
Man.
Are you getting enough sales to justify the risk of ...
Yeah.
Did you say ...
Yes.
That's what she said. She said ...
There's so many...
Kathy, do you know what I'm talking about? Huh? ...
There's so many variations.
You know what I'm talking about, though? Okay.
Which one are you
laughing.
About?
I'm laughing because I just watched Mamma Mia.
Oh.
And if you ever watch if you ever watch it, there's a thing to where she's reading a journal, and she's reading her mom's journal, and when she wants to say that she had sex with the guy, she says, and ...
Oh,
I forgot about that part.
And so,
that's funny.
And so that's why I was laughing.
That's weird.
I know, and I just watched that on the break. Okay, I gotta go look and see if I have these shoes.
Okay.
Go find those shoes.
I hate that when you have to go find something.
I know.
I have a couple things to find tonight.
And you're praying that it's there.
I know.
Please be there.
Little dance too. Don't never hurt.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, hopefully the good luck will stick around the posh pit.
Yeah, hopefully so.
Heard of something.
That was the weird thing, though, is that I couldn't, when I tried to start mine, it wouldn't do anything.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
That was weird.
Now I remember I sold them, but they didn't pay.
Oh, yeah.
So it was stuck in my head that they were sold, but no, they weren't.
So
I still have them.
They didn't get relisted, though. No,
those did. These born ones that did. But the boat shoes, I have no idea.
Huh. Well,
It's so crazy.
I don't know. Okay. First listing of the day. It's only 2:30.
Like me today.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
I'm gonna turn my fan on. Hopefully, it's not too loud.
Okay.
I don't know. With my superpower earbuds, I might be able to hear it.
I know. Can you hear it?
Nope.
Just have to get some air moving in here.
Whew. Oh, dice.
What you doing today, OJ? Are you working?
Got this stupid song in my head.
What?
There's a tear in my
Oh my God.
beer. 'Cause I'm crying for you, dear.
Mm-mm.
You've been on my lonely
Like
mind.
my
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know all the words, so I hum.
I have Mamma Mia song stuck in my head.
Oh, God.
Mamma Mia, here we go again. Mama, much on this too. Oh, and Boulez-Boo.
Ooh, baby.
something like that.
Ooh, baby.
Boulez-Boo.
Well, at least it's not like the Oscar Mayer wiener.
No. I'm so hungry I could eat a wiener right now.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Right.
I could.
Woo. We're on that roll already.
All I had was asparagus this morning.
Oh goodness.
That's an
Which was
aphrodisiac
good.
food, isn't it?
Huh?
It's an aphrodisiac food, isn't it?
Oh,
Yep.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Supposed to be.
Oh. Naked Man is at the store shopping for barbecue stuff tonight.
Mm.
He's making barbecue pork chops with diced potatoes and onions with garlic on top and asparagus.
Man,
I
you're
could eat
eating a lot. You sure are eating a lot of that asparagus for not knowing there's an aphrodisiac there.
I sure am.
I think you know something we don't.
Uh-oh.
Or we do.
Maybe I'll be busy later on tonight washing my hair. Washing my hairs.
Washing your hairs, huh?
That's what we're calling it now.
Hopefully, I'm washing my doll hairs.
That's what he said.
Uh-huh.
I'd much rather wash my doll hairs.
Oh Lord.
Don't think too much on it, Ansley, because I just like grilled asparagus anytime.
I do too. I love it.
Good
Oh,
asparagus and good Brussels sprouts.
I love Brussels sprouts too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
No.
quite a. Oh, okay.
What? What?
What happened?
Don't die.
I just created my perfect title.
Oh my God, you're such a dork. Ow!
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Somebody else has been eating some asparagus.
Asparagus too, huh?
I wish. I created the perfect finished title of 140 characters, and then I hit
Oh, you didn't sell it?
no. I hadn't
Oh.
listed it because I was thinking that we would be playing this, but I don't know.
Well,
Hell may freeze over before that happens, so let me put it up.
you're crazy.
We would do good at this.
Lord.
There's Naked Man.
We could be charging for our audience. We'd be so good.
I don't know about all that, Michelle.
I ain't got 1,000. I don't have 1,000 subscribers, so we can't get no super chats.
Okay. Well, after the super chat, if it's still around.
It don't sell.
Yeah. Dang it.
Trying to get 1,000. I get up to 830. I think I'm at 839. And then I'll get up to 841. It'll drop back down to 838. And then it'll jump back up a few more. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Brandon brought me an ice cream cone.
Well, that was nice of him.
Sure would be nice to have some here.
So you better eat it fast. It's melting.
So has anybody sold anything they listed today?
Well, I haven't listed anything yet.
I haven't either.
This will be my third item.
That's good.
So I'm not that far ahead.
I did talk to Julie.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm trying to get her to come to do the listing challenge.
Good.
She's like, so I could do that? And I said, well, yeah. Why couldn't you? Because she's on Poshmark now, and she's
Etsy, right?
She's on Etsy. She's on eBay.
Oh, I didn't know she was on eBay.
Yep.
That's good.
She was primarily just on Etsy with what she makes, but she started encourage her after a bunch of encouragement.
Your headphones are being weird.
Mine are?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I was gonna say, I was just drinking.
Go figure.
Just it's all your fault, Michelle.
Anyway.
It must be a
She's-
short or something.
She says headphones, and I like clench.
I didn't do it!
I didn't
not me this
Leave me alone! Stop picking on me!
Well, at least I screwed that up because I actually saw the year on this lovely game. It's a 2016 model. So, goodbye, Etsy.
Huh.
I figured out some of my buys, good buys, yesterday aren't that good. I bought 2 Mexican-looking brass or bronze Romany sort of soldiers with spears on marble, bookends. They glued one of the shields on, fixing it, repairing it, and there's a crack in one of the bases.
Oh,
Only
wow.
paid $2, but I didn't even want it. I just bought something to donate.
Oh, Lord. Oh.
I choked on a nut in my throat.
Uh-oh.
What?
Are you okay?
Yeah. I just wanted to explain why I was turning different colors.
Oh. Well, I would have noticed, but I was in front of the computer.
Well, we would have seen if she like fell out of her chair.
Oh, God.
I was on eBay listing, so.
Okay, then maybe just me. But if you're down to me, you better count your stars.
Oh, God. Okay, 1 listed.
Woohoo.
Right.
I gotta do some shipping later.
Yeah.
I wanted to...
OJ said he's gonna have to rewind to see me choke.
Oh, gosh. Like everybody wants to see that, right?
Oh.
You had to pay your super chat to see that.
Right. Let me give you my email.
Go ahead, send it now.
That's paid material.
Pay-per-view?
Yeah.
There you go.
And the price is double if you want it view on command.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
I could recap in slow motion for triple pay.
Sally, I'm promoting you so I get the money.
No.
At least a 20% cut.
No.
I'm your manager.
Right.
Didn't you know that? I thought that's what it said in the contract.
Mm-mm. I thought I was your manager.
Nope. Are you kidding? Nobody can manage this.
That's for sure. That is for sure.
Oh, not even me. I can't even do it. I did watch that Michael Jackson.
How was it?
It was good. That Michael Jackson, the last days of Michael Jackson.
Did they get it right?
Huh?
Did they get it right?
I think it was pretty good. I mean, it was pretty, I would say, pretty on spot. You know, it was just like all of the things that happened leading up to, he went through a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, as, pretty much a lot of celebrities do, but I mean, he went through some pretty crazy stuff. I never believed that he sexually molested any kids or any. I truly believe that he was, and this is just me, and this isn't getting political or anything, but
right.
I think he wanted to be a kid.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think he wanted to have kids around him for the innocence, for the pureness of being a kid, not because he liked kids or boys or whatever. I don't think that had anything to do with it. And of course, he was appalled when, things were brought up and, allegations and all this. And, he was just flabbergasted that, he wanted to just be a kid with, he didn't get a child. He lost his childhood. Yeah. He didn't have a childhood.
See you later, Mike. Sorry. His thing keeps on cutting out.
Oh.
Hi, Mike.
I'm sorry. But
I respectfully disagree with some of what you said.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of people that will, and
but
and that's fine.
No, absolutely. I couldn't imagine walking in those shoes from when he was really little to when he was 50. I mean, that was a long journey and the most trying journey for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And he was one of the few that's blessed to have a life like that.
Mm-hmm.
That said, I think an adult person, male or female, would have the maturity, air quotes maturity, as they grow and they develop and see such success that would limit their exposure to some things. Like he could be an adult from after 6 p.m. and he was available to the kids up till, I mean, I think there's a way that he could have had the chosen life to be free, to be young, to be Peter Pan, to be whatever it is he wanted to be.
Yeah.
In the right context. And I think once that line got blurred, he left himself open for a lot of ridicule.
Yeah. Well, I think that he never got a chance. He was a kid, and then he was a superstar.
Right.
He never got a chance to. Yeah, he didn't have to think about anything because he had his dad there as his manager. He always had a manager there managing his life.
Right.
And he never had to think about things.
He didn't have to make those decisions.
He never had to manage it. He would go into a store and he didn't look, it didn't matter what it cost.
Right.
The cost had no bearing on what he bought. He would go into a store. I want that, and that was it.
Right.
And somebody else would pay the bill. He probably didn't even know how much it cost. He never had that opportunity to be an adult.
No, I can appreciate that. I heard an interview with Paul McCartney, and he was very honest about his interaction. It felt very honest about his interactions with Michael Jackson. But he said, I guess they had been recording a few songs, and Michael turned to him and looked him square in the eye and said, "I'm going to own the Beatles catalog." So I think there's something. It was a business acumen. There was a pop god acumen that put him in such a place that he could be able to buy outright or negotiate outright for many, many different things. And I think that is not innocent. That is a cold, calculated businessman. And so I think we, in general, forget that he also was very much in control of his career, even though he had other vices or addictions or distractions in his life. Because I'm sure to have a mask and a cape and the kids covered, and just to have all of that, the logistics to get a pop star around is probably crazy. But then you add Michael Jackson's wife,
right?
It just becomes a little awkward. So,
yeah.
Thing is, I used to believe that he did that to those kids, but then I changed my mind about that because I know now that there are places where people can go and they spend a lot of money to go to these places, but they can have anything that they want. They can have, young teenage girls, they can have kids, they can have, it's a sex slave operation on this island. And, it's all like anonymous.
Yeah.
Like, there's no money trail, there's no paper trail to all of this. So, I think that if he did have a problem with that somebody that was close to him would have told him, hey, if this is what you want, then we'll go do it the right way. We'll, not saying that that's a good thing.
Right. We'll protect you. Right.
It's absolutely awful. But, if he wanted to, he would have been smart about it, I think.
Yeah.
And, but I do think that he's very immature. He was very immature, and he was very childlike in his mind.
Yeah.
Right. But I think it was a good persona and a good standard for the rhetoric and for the propaganda of the pop star. Elvis had it too. Liberace had it. There's a lot of big names that have this story about them. Some's true, some's not true. And I think that innocence is part of the propaganda machine for Michael Jackson. He's an artist. He has capabilities.
I don't even know what you just said. Sorry.
I'm just
English.
I'm just not buying that he's an innocent. He's not an innocent. That's part of the propaganda machine.
I disagree with you. Because I think he was all about innocence. I think he was all about, raising money for people that didn't have food and water. I think he was all about, and I'm not trying, and I'm not, wanting to create drama or anything. It's just
come on, let's have drama. Let's get out there.
no,
The
we're not
boxing
doing
gloves.
drama.
Well, he may have,
We don't do drama on this channel.
between the innocents or not, he may have been innocent, but the people that were taking care of him as a kid were not innocent.
Oh,
Amen.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're not innocent.
That's
when
a good
he
way
was
to put it.
older.
I mean,
Yeah.
I liked his music and everything else, and whatever happened because there's 3 sides to every story.
Right.
Yours, his, and the truth. So, and he had people that was grown that that knew better, and that's where I think a lot of it lies.
Right.
And I agree with that. Whether it was his own family members or people hired to take care of business activities, they knew better.
I think a lot of those kids do, but I don't know. Those poor little kids.
But you see interviews with all of them, they were all trained since they were little too.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Okay, go on. For anybody who wants a party game, here's one for you. At a low, low price of $28.
Hi, Ansley.
Although I would have liked to have gone to that Neverland, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, me too. Me too.
I
think that'd be freaking awesome.
I know. I was like, yeah, I would love to go there. That thing was neat.
I guess I'd like to try to have that much money, but I've gone to hotels, fancier hotels, and I've just not been able to handle myself. It just who wants to pay $8 for a thing bottle of water? It just seems so pretentious, over the top. Not that I want Motel 6, but I just don't know how to behave with so much money around me.
I don't think I ever have to worry about that. Yeah,
I'll be that country bumpkin going, look what they're charging for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with Anissa. I wouldn't leave my kids with just any star either. I don't even know if I knew them. I would do.
No, I don't think. And I think that's kind of where it went bad, and he kind of made that mistake. Like, he put himself. Yes, he was trying to do the right. He wanted to, give the kids a. There was school buses that were going to this place, and there was, like they had field trips going to this place. I mean,
and like any kids that wanted to meet him, and they were sick or whatever for that Make-A-Wish. He did Make-A-Wish like crazy.
Yeah,
and he would bring those kids and their families to Neverland, and treat them like they were royalty.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, I think it's sad that, even getting away from Michael, and that nobody really stepped in and, to do anything with his doctor. I mean, he's a murderer in my eyes. He got him hooked on this stuff. I mean, he didn't know what it was. All he knew is that it made him go to sleep.
What was he on?
He was on propofol.
Yeah,
propofol.
So propofol, being a respiratory therapist, this is what they put people on. It is a what's the word for it? I just had it. It's a sedative, but this is what they use when they put you under for anesthesia.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what they use. When somebody came into the ER and they were, getting ready to tube them and put a tube down their throat, That's what they would use. They would use that, and they would use a paralytic to paralyze them, but you had to have something else to sedate them. So it was a very, very heavy sedation medication. And for anybody that's using that on a nightly basis,
Right.
I mean, that's,
Right.
that's just writing your own death sentence right there.
Mm-hmm.
And look at to what extreme he was willing to cover his addiction, transform his face. I mean, to have that be your cover.
I think he went a little nutsos whenever he got his head burned.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I think he had some pain, and maybe didn't even recognize that, he got so hooked on that stuff or whatever they were giving him,
Right.
and of course he's a star and whatever he says goes. So if you don't give it to him, he'll find somebody that will.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know, just a bad, just bad decisions, and
Yeah.
one way or another, somebody's going to pay for those. And the same thing. It was the same thing with Prince.
Mm-hmm.
That went on.
Right.
He was on the same thing, and they call it milk because that's what it looks like. It looks like milk in the jar. Yeah, and they call it milk.
Mm.
Yep. It is not. It is not an everyday. It's not like Xanax or anything near that.
Right.
I mean, he was literally.
Not
He
even in the
shouldn't.
same.
He should have not even been without a ventilator in the room. He should have had a ventilator in the room if he was going to be given that.
Yeah.
He should have had a legit doctor.
That depresses your respiratory drive, and you're not going to breathe. You stop breathing, you're going to die. So,
Hello.
that's. I don't know how he woke up before every morning. Of course, I seen an ambu bag in one of those pictures, so I'm assuming, maybe it wasn't the first time that,
Right.
he found him like that. Maybe he brought him back a couple of times. Who knows?
True.
Only that doctor knows.
Yeah.
Maybe he lost brain cells because he was down on his oxygen, and, of course, it's all maybe, but. That's a very good possibility that he could have, his oxygen level went down to 60%. He lost some brain cells, and that's when he kind of lost his marbles,
Hey, I got a question.
No.
I have this dress and it's sleeveless. It's like a thick pink dress. Like it has no sleeves. Okay, so it has this hem that goes to where the breastises would go, like from the underarm over to like where your boobs would sit.
Yeah.
Is that called something?
I'm sorry. What part did you say?
Like it's got a hem.
Yeah.
It's got a hem, like right. Let's see it.
Yeah, it's almost like comes from like the side.
Yeah.
And then comes out. So that's that. Yeah. I don't know what that would be called.
I'd call it a mock twin.
A mocked what?
Twin.
Twin?
Yeah. Because it looks like it's a twin piece, an under and an over.
No, it doesn't.
Actually,
No, but what she's asking is what those hem lines are called that go up to the boob.
Breast darts.
Dress darts.
Bust darts. Okay.
Bust.
Cool.
Bust darts.
Yeah.
I
The
just
one-
learned something.
The ones
Okay.
right here that girls have, the boys don't have.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, Diane says it's Empire.
No.
Empires is when it goes right. The waistline or the gathering goes underneath the boob,
Yeah.
underneath the boobs.
Yeah,
Breastises
it's not all the way across, so it must be bust darts.
Yeah, I would say.
So a lot of times you'll see a stitching like mid armpit and down.
Mm-hmm.
That's called a silhouette. That's not the bust dart, but that's speaking of that general area.
Right.
You'll see a
Like
lot of more fitted shirts or fitted dresses, tank dresses will have that silhouette.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I think
you.
there's one
Appreciate
that's
it.
called the princess silhouette, but I can't think of what that one is.
16.
And that's a good way to figure out if the shirt you have is a men's or a women's. Because
Well,
the
yeah,
women's will
that's
have
true.
the breast dart.
That's true.
And then they have the torso darts. I think those are called darts. But some shirts have it 2 in the front and 2 in the middle. Or, I'm sorry, 2 in the back. So it gives it a more fitted look.
Right.
Did not know it's called that.
Thank you. I learned something.
I know.
Good
Appreciate
job.
it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Kathy, did you look it up?
I'm looking it up now. Oh,
Good job.
Yeah,
Thank you, though.
absolutely.
one.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. And I didn't know that Empire went all the way across.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got that one in my dress thing. I didn't see the bust dart though. That's the first time I've seen that one. Cool.
Yeah, in empire waist, I think it's a little of a looser term because some empire, what would be called an empire waist, like is truly under the breast,
Right.
where it's more of a fitted,
Okay.
busty
Right.
top, and there's others that are a little lower, and it's more of like a princess, like you would see in a little girl. That
Mhm.
empire waist is a little lower for the belt.
You started talking about bust darts. I'm thinking about who is that who is it? Michael Myers? Not Michael Myers. Who is that Michael guy that played?
Austin Powers,
Yeah.
Mike Meyer, Michael Meyer,
Mike Myers,
Myers.
Yeah. I was thinking about that, like bust darts. No, what's the show? Wait a minute. Right? Had stuff come shooting out of there, Sally. What kind of dress are you? Fine.
What kind of show do you got you running here?
Wear that kind of dress around Memphis. I'd die.
Where's Todd when we need him?
He's out running around doing his manly duties with the
I
wife.
know. Thank dude.
Yeah, Gwen's got the handle on his leash today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Once summer comes around, it's all her. All
Yeah.
about her.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame her or him.
Nope. Just don't tell him I said that.
I
You
know,
can
right?
tell him I said it because he'll believe I said it.
Yeah, Julie bought Atlas swimming pool, and they were out there just splashing around,
Oh,
having a good old time.
That's fun.
They were having fun. She said, "Man, I should have got him a bigger pool." Because he had like every toy imaginable in his pool, of course.
but Mom.
And wanted to go back in and get more.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Well, then you won't be able to fit in the pool."
And they don't believe you, of course.
No. You don't know what you're talking about, Mama.
Watch.
I'll make it fit.
That's a good idea. I should get a pool for my 2 dogs. I think they use it.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm starting to leave these 2 out. The 2 neighbors, the one that actually complained about barking a long time ago, has a dog. So I'm thinking it's high time that my dogs can run around outside.
There you go. Yeah, the other day I watched that Wayward Pines.
Uh-huh.
That was pretty good.
Is it?
It was good. It was good, but it got to a point where like they had one season where, and I think it was the second season where it kind of lost me. But the first season was good. But the second season, they kind of changed characters and was a new set of people. And I just couldn't get, I fell asleep. So that has to tell you something.
Yeah.
Just couldn't get very involved with it. It was good. I liked it, actually. But one movie that I really like and I can watch over and over again is what is it, Cloverfield?
Really?
I like it. Not the one with the handy cam, and not that one. It's
Okay.
I can't remember what it's called. Cloverfield something. Cloverfield 911 or 911 Cloverfield or something. I gotta look it up now.
Oh, is it where somebody was killed in a house or something? And they're haunting?
No.
No? Okay.
It's not the video camera one. It's 10 Cloverfield Lane. That's what it is.
Mm.
And that one's actually pretty good too. It has John Goodman in it.
Okay.
That one's actually it's a good movie. Why, thank you.
It's just for you.
Oh, I'll have to watch. I get her notifications of her videos, but I don't know. She's kind of dry, and I kind of don't. I can't get her. You know, can't get involved with her videos.
Yeah, I heard that she's somewhat unrelatable, like as a reseller.
Yeah.
But I've never watched her before, so I have no idea.
But it
That's
might be.
just what I've
She might
heard.
have some good information, though. I mean, if you can.
Oh yeah.
She does. I watch her occasionally. I'll go in there and catch a few of her things that she does. That's pretty interesting. You just have to get past that dry part. It's just she's the one I listen to. When I listen, a lot of times I listen to her.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking
so
about?
bad. That Susan Wells.
I've listened to a few of her videos.
Yeah, she's PowerPoint big time, but she has a good little tip.
Yeah, I've never watched her before, so I don't know, but it's just what I heard.
Yeah. I don't know. When I watch somebody, they have to be kind of engaging, like they have to have some. I don't know how to explain it. They have to be. I mean, it's interesting information and everything, but they have to say it in a form where it's to make it interesting for me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Business like, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just too.
But that's kind of the way Susan Wells is. She has that.
Yeah. But I hit on a few of her videos. I don't always watch all of them. I just watch a few of them.
I think she's one that brings the juice. There's a lot of them out there, and no offense, and I'm not trying to throw shade in that way, but I think there's some that are more aligned in the eBay spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be one of those to me. And if it works for her, get down with your bad self.
That's what I say too.
Yeah.
And if I think that people should listen to people that they like and listen to people that they can get good information from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Absolutely.
She really just seems to know her stuff. That's the thing that I like about it.
Susan Wells, Dwayne. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I don't know if there's really any that I can't stand. There's just some that I limit my listening time
Yeah.
to.
I like to listen to different people. I think you get a little bit of different information, but I mean, you've got to know what works for you.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, she dropped off.
Man.
It got quiet real quick.
Oh. Yeah, it started getting pretty loud there.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah, I do too. I wonder what happens, like something's going on in her computer or something to make that noise that loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's trying to get into that paid classes. That I saw that too. I don't like the paid class thing though, but that's just me,
I mean, when I first started, I will admit I wanted information, and there was classes, there was stuff, special. Like I learned how to professionally fold a shirt, like a dress shirt.
Yeah.
And different shirts, how to, the presentation. I didn't know any of that. And it actually has stuck with me, and I still do it, now.
Yeah.
So, there was little things that I paid for that information because I wanted to, learn things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. I'm out of that phase.
Yeah, I know. I'm not doing that. Okay, thank you.
Well, heck, I forgot where I was and whatever I was saying. I'm sure it was something totally riveting.
And tell me what you guys think about this dress, this skirt. Tell me if you think it's too loud.
Loud is in. I think the good keyword would be mod.
Mod.
Odd. I like that. That is cute.
Almost looks like a straight skirt, but it looks like an A-line.
It's an A-line. Yeah, it's got a liner inside. The brand is Skirtin' Around
I've heard of that before.
from Connecticut.
Huh.
And
That
maybe
almost, that reminds me of like a vintage like design, like a
Maybe.
70s design, almost like a retro.
right,
Yeah. It kind of has that. I mean, it looks like
a chain link almost.
chain link.
Mm-hmm. That makes me think of like the 60s and 70s kind of design.
Yep.
I like that. Yeah, retro Geo or Twiggy.
Weird sales.
It does.
Thank goodness.
I know, right?
I know.
Well, the husband keeps threatening to put me on eBay. I'm like, they would return me. I promise you. And they would pay the shipping. Go back.
Mine would say item not as described.
No, you'd get the weird part. You just wouldn't like the rest of it. It's in her bag.
You said she came with the manual, but
Yeah, there's no manual, I promise. No. My mom burned that sucker.
Betty Crocker recipe book don't count.
Yeah, I know, right? You are not getting a bargain on this deal, I promise.
I have some great items. I don't even understand why they're still here. Look at that.
Let's go in there and tweak them a little bit.
Okay, well, maybe not that. A travel knit one button cardigan duster with big red flowers on it. It looks like a barn. Stylish barn, but a barn nonetheless. I guess I shouldn't say that about my own item. I've had it here so long, I can pick on it.
Oh, Lord.
Of all the Victoria's Secret stuff I've sold in the last 6 months, I don't think I've sold one shoulder top in any of them. And I have a ton of one shoulder top.
Those are the cold shoulder and the one shoulder. They're kind of out of style, I think. They're past. They came in, they rattled our cage, and then they left.
You know, the other thing that reminds me and represents that to me, remember those Coldwater Creek, well, many jeans did it, but Coldwater Creek did like the plant impression or paint drop of flowers and leaves and stuff on the pant legs. I have a pair of pants with that on it. I don't even think I could light them on fire and give them away.
Huh. I heard that those were in, like, recently. I can't remember who told me that.
Coldwater Creek jeans with the print on it?
Well, is it a print or is it embroidery?
It's decoupage.
Huh.
You rub the paint on the whatever, and you stick it on, you rub it on the pant, take the thing off, and voila, you have a pattern. Whatever that is.
Like an applique?
Of paint.
Oh, it's paint. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, like you take a string and you dip it in. Is it that you that shared that video, Valerie?
I did, but it's not quite like that, I don't think. Maybe.
I know.
I kinda
It's
wanna
the
do
same
that.
kind of. It's the same. I have a pair of jeans. These are not them. But these have leather on the pocket. But there's like leaves and plants and ivy looking things like right here. Yeah. They used to be popular when Coldwater Creek was found on every corner.
Right.
But I think that's definitely one of those. If you're sporting one of those pairs of pants, someone's going to know you came from 1992. And there are women, they don't care if they look like, they're dated. It's a classic look, but I don't think those jeans are going to make it into the classic category.
Well,
just my 2 cents.
let's see. That's weird.
Tweet says that waterfall is loud. It's
Sounds
Michelle.
like
she's in paradise. It's okay.
I never heard that it being described as a waterfall before. I didn't know you were talking to me.
That's what it kind of sounds like.
I saw Stella's having to go pee all the time. I figured it out.
now you know why I have a complex.
Yeah. That's why I'm always like, okay, I gotta pee.
Gotta go pee.
So if I lean in, does it get louder?
It
No,
seems like it gets
quieter.
yeah, it seems like it gets better.
So if I'm leaning back?
Yes.
Worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the midpoint.
Now, if you stick your hand on your head and your foot in the air, and rub your belly,
Right there. I got to rub the hair too, right?
turn around.
Yeah. Well, then I'd be disconnected because I can't spin and be connected.
Do the hokey pokey.
Right. It's like if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Now they're singing. I'll break out TLC in a minute.
Ansley says, "Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and lakes."
Oh my gosh. There you go. Never thought of that one.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Rivers and the lakes that you used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way.
I hear weird humming when you're singing, like an electronic hum. But only when it doesn't, like you're sitting there, there's no sound. But when there's a behind you or with you.
It's probably your fan.
Exactly.
Just say it.
You started it.
Hey. Not the first time. That's for damn sure.
Ansley says, "Yes, I knew it would be contagious."
Okay, 2 listings done.
What do you listen to? Tim.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Your left eye low buzz.
Yeah, except for he's still alive.
That's awful.
That's
a really bad joke, Wade.
you've got to think about the bright side.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What do you call it when a dress has pockets on the sides, like hand pockets? Waist pockets?
Yes.
Pocket pool?
Not the same.
Long dress?
Kathy!
I'm sorry.
Girls don't play the same game.
It's getting later. You don't know what girls play. Some might. You ain't lived in Mississippi before. Just saying.
With pockets. Well, yeah, that would be good.
Hank says, are they side seam or inseam pockets?
Or inlay or inset.
I just call them a pocket.
They're on the seam.
Then they're seam pockets. Or she might have a different name for them.
Cool, Tim. I have a couple of those too that I need to list. Projectors. Okay. Okay, so there's the waist, and the pocket is there.
I would call it a side seam pocket. That's what I would call it.
Yeah, it doesn't go all the way through. I think that's, if they go all the way through, that would be a kangaroo. Okay. It's on the waist, or down a little bit from the waist.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Tell them.
You don't even have to carry a purse now because you got pockets.
It can be a question if they need and want pockets. I've had many people message asking if they had pockets. I have not put that. I'm not scratching myself. I'm applying.
Okay. Thanks for sharing.
Indian coconut
I don't know
nectar.
what to say to. I don't know what to say to that, Michelle.
Well, if you're watching, I'm doing this. But I found this at a garage sale. It smells really good, but it's super light.
Okay.
And it comes out of the roller ball.
Oh.
Oh, Lord.
Yay.
It's not the first time I hear stuff like this. You know that? There's a girl that I ride the train with. So, like a bad girl, bad dirty girl in Spanish is cochina.
Yeah.
So she's always calling me cochina on the train.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to describe one of my mannequins. She's on a pole.
It's on a pole.
It just gets worse from here. She rocks into the pole. And I have to use soap on the pole. So it move is not the right word, but so it's easier to push up and down. And she needs to wear pants and stuff. I can't even do it with a straight face now.
Funny.
Hey, the kids came by. I'm gonna run real quick.
Huh?
The kids came by.
Oh, cool.
That's who it was. I gotta run and see what they're up to. So I'll probably, if y'all are still on here, I'll probably jump back on. If not, I'll see y'all tonight.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
See you later.
I'll see y'all in a bit.
Bye.
What you need, Ringo?
I want some treats.
What you need, buddy?
guess I shouldn't say that. Mine too are.
You can't do that. That hurts. No.
Yep, that's all we've been doing, Hank, trying to get this stuff distributed. Send it all over. Yeah, it's a dress, Hank. It's LuLaRoe.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it's really pretty. It's really pretty.
It's very light, and with these dresses, I mean, to kind of keep it cool, I draw it up, so I got a little bit of leg showing, so it's it's cooler. It's not hanging down so low.
Yeah, I might have to do that with this dress today because it is starting to get pretty warm.
And usually I can, Tina kind of showed me how to make like a little flower or whatever, but right now it just looks like a little floppy Lou.
Yeah. But you don't gotta be fancy about it, huh?
Nope. I ain't got nobody to impress.
Well, she don't have to wear nothing underneath it. She can go commando.
I ain't saying either way. No. I got bike shorts. I got bike shorts underneath it.
Yeah, sure you do.
Stop it. That hurts.
Ringo doggy.
No, you can't do that. Thank you. Do you need something? Do you need to go outside? All right.
Only for 5 seconds, Mommy.
I'm sure.
So I could just whiz on everything real quick.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not bad, Ansley. It's very natural, and I have absolutely nothing against that. So I do it all the time.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Hey, what's this kind of dress called? Like it has where it just covers the boobs right here. Like, and it's crossed right there. Let's see. You know what that's called? It's got some elastic in the back with this. Like the front of it is just like that on the top. Just like, that's all there is on top. Just covers the boots in the front. Me too, Ansley. I'm like, ooh. Okay, it's an empire waist because it has that. But then, does it matter that the top is like that though? Like, because that's all there is, like, to cover the boobs right there. I should call it an empire waist, I guess. So it's 11, 12. Okay. Yeah. I know what you mean.
Okay.
I'm just me too. Try to change me, we're gonna be in trouble. Yeah, I like people to be themselves. I don't like fake people.
Your life is hard enough. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing?
For sure. For sure, Hank. I agree. When my Prancer's trying to bless the other dogs. Surprised he's like not suicidal or something. Try to get this damn dog turd out of my mouth. I'll chomp it. I'll chomp it and make it look yummy in my teeth. That's funny. Have you tried putting pepper on your dog turds? Or hot sauce? It should deter them. There was also another thing. Meat tenderizer, I think. I could do chili seasoning. Ugh, yeah, that's gross. sorry you have to deal with that, girl. As far as I know, my dogs don't do that, but they really could be, because I don't usually watch them while they're outside.
Hoo-wee.
Woo-wee, huh?
It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot here too. It's gonna rain.
I was gonna look. There's quite a few clouds in the sky. We'll look at the radar and see if there's anything out there. Well, we got. That's kind of weird. Got some storms coming in from the east. Usually it's going the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting.
Thank you, Fluff.
Might be some rocking and rolling later.
Yeah.
Coming in from both sides.
Mm. Oh, yeah. It's almost going in a circle around Michigan. Like, it's up in Canada, going towards New York, and then headed over to Virginia, Kentucky, up to where you're at, in Kansas and Missouri, Nebraska, and then back around up towards Wisconsin. It says it's going to hit us, and we have like 40% chance within the next hour. But, you know, that's not much of a chance. It's 85. And oh, humidity's only 39%. That's better.
At least you can breathe.
So, I know. So, yeah, it's not much of a chance, but we do have a chance of some thunderstorms and stuff.
Come on, eBay. I need a sale.
Oh, me too. Yep. Check it off. We already talked about tits too. You better check that off. You weren't here though. It was good. Because Valerie was mute and then she made a mistake while typing and she put tit. And then I made fun of her for it. That smells good.
Ooh, Val said we're at 96 today and expected to be 104 to 106 next weekend.
Can have all that. I need to be warm but not toasted slightly. Or burned to a crisp.
Okay. Back to work. I need somebody with a whip. Whoosh.
No, I don't want to be toasted. I just want to be lukewarm. And Brandon's food smells so good.
Sally, how long are you planning on staying on here?
For a little bit. Why?
Oh, I'm just curious.
Because I'm probably going to go eat dinner soon. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just shut it down.
Okay.
Because your stuff is going to be starting in a little while anyways. So.
Yeah, I'll start in 7, so feed the dogs and get my chores done.
Eat some dinner.
Yeah, probably need to eat some dinner. Yeah, probably so. Cross our fingers, hope everything starts up okay. and I can be heard. Angela or Angie is going to come on next Monday.
So get the splits.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's gonna. She couldn't do it today, but she said she would definitely be on next.
Can you do it today, Hank?
Come on, Hank.
That would be awesome.
I mean, usually she's in the chat, but we'd love her to be at least have her voice in here.
Yeah.
Think of something new that you can teach us. Well, maybe that's not the best thing to do. Then that really puts her on the spot. Shut up, Valerie. Trying to get her in here, not scare her off.
Right. She said, no, sorry. As soon as I'm off here with packaging, we have household stuff to do and have to squeeze in more group work. Yes.
Oh.
Well, dang it. Would it help if, like one day you can get on, we can do it like an earlier show? Would it help? Or not
Maybe,
too much?
Maybe, I don't know.
I was talking to Valerie, and I'm like, well, she's got school and all that, you know.
I know.
And
everybody's got stuff going on, so.
Yeah. We know you're busy. We would adjust the time or whatever. She says, oh, today wouldn't have mattered. We weren't home all day because we had a short day at work because of holiday. Okay. All right, well. Okay, well, if there's a day that you think that you can do it or something, you let us know, and we'll adjust it for you. Because we want to get you on there. I
mute me.
Okay. Because I think you can definitely teach us something. Not saying that you're all knowing or you know more than us or whatever, but I think sharing helps other people, and I think you have something to bring. Cool. So just let us know. I'm gonna go because I'm gonna eat dinner.
Okay. Are you gonna shut it down?
Yes.
Okay.
So y'all be watching for Valerie's notification. She's having Posh Pit today at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Central.
Central. And so make sure you catch that. And it'll be fun.
Yeah, come on in, hang out. If you don't know anything about Poshmark, you can learn about it. If you know a lot, you can share with others. And
it's the best place to learn. And we take your questions and we figure out the answers if we don't know.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Come on in.
We will see y'all later. Yeah, and if you want to be on the panel, make sure you get in touch with Valerie and so you can be on the panel.
Yep.
All right. Good sales.
Bye.
Good sales. See you later.
Bye.
My button.